Hello, my name's Grenville and welcome to Faery Wood. Today we're going to talk about the three earths, what they each are, why there are three, how we can change the one that we're on should we choose to, and how we can help you at Healing Owl and Faery Wood. The three earths that are happening here right now and all at the very same time are the 3D earth, the holding space earth, and the 5D earth. The 3D earth is the one that we were all born on. It's here that the shit is hit the fan and has now gone to hell in a handbasket. It's full of fear, division, anger, hate and control. The holding space earth is for the slow developers, last chance qualifiers, late bloomers, deep sleepers, and the shy ones at the back and those who just need a little more courage. The 5D earth is about love, unity, peace, freedom, healing and consciousness. 5D earth is about the Great Awakening and the dawning of a golden new age. I know what you're going to say next. Most of us already do have these qualities, and indeed we do. But these qualities should be a way of life, even when it's inconvenient and not just when someone is watching. I shall not go into portals, gateways, galactic federations and all sorts of other interesting and out there ways to go through the ascension process. I shall keep it plain bread and butter stuff in terms that we can all understand. Long story short, we're now at a crossroads and each of us have a very important choice to make. 5D Earth is a defined choice. It involves a lot of reflection and inner work with the shadow self and is not a choice to take lightly. It requires courage, steadfastness, accountability, and facing a lot of hard truths with the shadow self. We've covered most of these in other videos, so I shall leave the link to the video links to all of these in the description below. 3D Earth for humans is now an absolute shit show and is not much better for Mother Earth either. Literally, nobody in the right mind would willfully choose this option unless they get off on the misery of others. The remaining choice is when we do not make a choice, the holding space earth. It's provided purely by the grace of God and all the light beings from the various realms that buy us this extra time. We know what we don't want, the 3D earth, but we also don't want the responsibility of making the wrong choice either, and then being made accountable, especially with the prospect of all that uncomfortable inner work and the dreaded one-on-one chat with the shadow self. The holding space earth is the illusion of a comfort zone in order to avoid the responsibility of making this final choice. This is a ticking time bomb just waiting to blow up in our face. Not making a choice is still a choice. The not making a choice tells the universe that we've not made the deliberate choice to go to 5D and to proverbially go on without us, so to speak. In no uncertain terms, the holding space earth gives us a limited time out in order for us to evaluate what we really wish to do with our life before the choice is made for us. The non-choice choice automatically defaults to the choice of 3D. It's worth remembering that we are eternal and that this is just but one human experience. And we'll probably keep coming back again and again until we finally learn or get the courage to make the defined choice no matter what of 5D. The holding space earth is where the fake spiritual warriors who have talked the talk get caught out. They now have a limited time left to actually walk the walk in a proper manner. Bullshitting with feigned lip service is not going to cut it. Nobody gets a free pass no matter how good our ego self has painted us out to be. The successful ones in the 3D world may not want to put their reputations on the line because they have too much to lose. Those individuals have inner work to address, as they are not as evolved as their ego self may think them to be. As long as we address it with our ego self, we're good to go. But the ego self is very powerful and will need some convincing to the contrary. While some spiritual warriors feel entitled because of who their ego self thinks they are, likewise others don't feel that they're worthy enough because of who their self-destruct ego self says that they are too. What we need to understand is that everyone has the chance to be part of the 5D Earth. It's simply a matter of expanding our mind, exposing our vulnerabilities, and allowing the greatness to flow in. 5D Heaven on Earth is now hiring star seeds and light workers. There are many positions available, and all that we need to do is to apply within. Literally. It doesn't matter where you start from or what you've done in the past. What matters is what you steadfastly choose to be from this moment forward. Far too many light workers, many of whom we've looked up to and admired, have fallen by the wayside. Instead of saving souls in danger of making an uninformed choice with regards to taking the vaccines, they've either chosen to stay silent at the very time when they were needed the most, or failed to recognise that they didn't do their inner work properly. Some have just plain disgraced themselves. This is what's meant by the expression, many are asked, few are chosen. It's not everyone who's prepared to have that hard conversation with their shadow self. And you're up. What do you choose to do? Humanity needs heroes, and the fate of mankind is in your hands. Do you follow the herd and stay silent? Or do you choose to actively participate? Being active does not have to be in your face or radically out there, though that would be wonderful. It can be as subtle as joining groups to help swell their numbers, a like on the post of the brave souls who do have the courage to post on our social media, or a toot on your horn in solidarity as you drive past a demonstration. In either case, you feed courage to those who are making a difference. Your encouragement can turn lambs into lions. We're all under the illusion that we're the silent minority. The lions are here to show us all that we are in fact a silent majority, and that we're not staying silent for very much longer. If you go to faerywood.ca and click the news button, you can find videos about courage, steadfastness, and the shadow self. If you're on the fence about taking the vaccine, then please watch that video first before you do. It may just save your life. They're all about empowerment and point us in the right direction for 5D, which is our ultimate goal. We should not be put off by what we did in the past. It's what we choose to do from this moment forward that counts. Our past, that we may not be proud of, can be addressed with inner work. When inner work is done properly, you're no longer haunted by it. It would be like someone throwing a brick through the window of your old house that you sold many years ago. It's not of any consequence to you because you no longer live there anymore. Likewise, after doing your inner work with your shadow self, you're not that person that you once were either. Entering on stage left, you. What storyline do you choose for the greatest event ever to happen to mankind? What is it that you want history books to say about you? What are you going to tell your grandchildren when they're sat on your knee and want to know your part in the Great Awakening? Are you going to be one of the nasty ones that berated the lions because you were living in fear, thinking that it would all go away if you just complied? Are you the one that kept posting memes, cheered on the lions and fed them your positive vibration and energy? Or are you going to be one of the lions that's standing up to the misery that's being inflicted upon our friends and family and future generations? These are the choices of our 3 Earths. The ones living in fear, and especially the nasty ones that are the stalwarts of the sinking ship, are definitely part of the 3D Earth that's about to crash and burn. There's no saving them, fear has paralysed their vibration, and there's nothing that can be done to save them. Their science comes from the TV, it's always someone else's fault, and no responsibility is accepted for their own weak choices. 5D Earth is for the lions who've done their inner work, the lions who are stepping up to encourage other souls to wake up and do what needs to be done in time. Fortunately for us, we've been given a late qualification round 2, the last chance saloon, the Holding Space Earth. The Holding Space Earth is for those who stay silent because they lack the courage, the light workers who have their final inner work to complete, the bullshitters who've been coasting all this time, the weak ones that had unlucky breaks, and list your other excuses here too, this limited time offer of Holding Space Earth is for you. In a nutshell, shit or get off the pot. All of these options are our choice. By not stepping up, we are choosing to stay the same in 3D. And that's okay, because we're all blessed with the power of free will. With free will comes the bitter pill of responsibility of our choice, or lack thereof if we're so weak that we choose not to make a choice, because that's still a choice. I use the word weak because there's empowerment in making a choice, but that empowerment gets removed as soon as we fail to take accountability for it. Then we turn into victim mode. We either hide behind our story or look to blame someone else. There's no finger pointing here. We've all done these things, myself included. It's just that the clock is ticking and the time is running out. Fast. This is just calling last orders for those willing to reflect inwards and to get what needs doing addressed. As I said before, it's not about where we start from, but where we choose to go and what we're going to do about it. Accountability can sometimes feel like an attack when we're not ready to acknowledge our own toxic behaviour. This is our last chance to recognise the trigger and to address it. We all wish to evolve into a more worthwhile state of being, and if you're serious about doing your inner work and genuinely need help, please get in touch. These are very exciting times, and Faery Wood is here to bring hope and assist those who wish to transition to 5D. We even host a variety of workshop retreats dedicated to inner work in order to give you the experience of 5D. These are not for the faint-hearted. Whether you realise it yet or not, you are the one that you've been waiting for. You just don't realise who you are yet. As soon as you choose to see the amazing time that we're in and recognise it for what it is, there's nothing to fear. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please help support us with a like, share or a subscription. If you're ready to make a firm commitment to doing your inner work, no matter what, and would like us to assist you on your inward journey, you can find us at faerywood.ca. If you have some great ideas that you'd like us to cover for future videos, or would like to join our team as we venture forward into 5D, please drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you. See you on the next one, and remember, the sun always comes out after the rain, so make way, 'cause the light must shine.